everybody. I'm going to be doing our exploring hike today, and we're in foothills of West Milford, New Jersey, and we're going to explore jungle habitat, what is left of the old animal safari area. This is the road that enters into jungle habitat. At one time this was a very busy, packed road of spectators going up to jungle habitat, and there's an airport up there. I'm going to see if I can get in here today. Right now, let's see, I'm trying to find the place we got to go here. I think it's up here. Yeah, we got to go up here. Been a while since I've been here. I'm excited to show everybody this area if we can get in. It looks like there's a lot of people here today. But first off, let's go up to the airport. Yeah, people used to fly here from the airport. This is the West Milford Airport here. Is this big airplane here. I was told this airplane actually landed here and then they made it into a restaurant. Alright, so there's a lot of people. Looks like the old jungle habitat here. We're going to explore it today. It's been 5 years since I've been here. They actually have a whole parking area now. I can't believe it here. Look at this. Whole parking area here. I'm going to park right here. Okay, so a little information here. Here's a picture of the jungle habitat it used to look like up at the entrance we're going to go into today. There used to be a great big sign here that said jungle habitat in the safari, and it's now called the Long Pond Ironworks State Park. But this is where we're going to enter. I'll show you that when we get up the hill. And this is a brochure that I got here about jungle habitat. It's a brochure that was available, and it shows the map of the whole area. We're going to explore the park inside here. We're not going to take the car tour, but we're going to go in here. And jungle habitat was a very busy place one time. This is during the 1970s. It was open for about 5 years. They closed in 1976. I first got my driver's license in 76, and I wanted to get a job here, but it closed before I ever did. So this is a view of the cars tie up. There's huge ties ups on the highway in Ringwood and West Milford here. Well, you can hear the airport is very busy. And here's the booklets you were able to get. Jungle habitat. It shows the map of the place, all the safari information, tigers, lions, elephants, rhinos, zebras. This is all here. Jungle habitat. WarnerBros, jungle habitat. And I'm pretty thrilled to have these booklets. I got 2 of them here. I remember going here with my father, and we used to get stuck in these tie-ups you see here. Look at that. I had all these animals here, all gone. This is all part of it here, the jungle habitat. What here, see now, there's nothing left. So let's head out there and I'll show you what's left here and see what we can find. Okay, so we're gonna head out. Now this is they had a whole driving car tour here, and now that's the tour down there. Well, we're gonna head out to the walking area where they park the cars and did the zoo safari. There's all the regulations here, bike tours. There's a little bit of a walk in here and a steep hill to go up. That's fenced there is what's left of the safari area. They got animals in there. Well, I remember this place really well. I was 16, 17 years old. For years it was an abandoned place. Then WarnerBros wanted to try to sell the real estate to build houses here. They were going to build low-income housing and some mills here. That never happened. So the reason why the jungle habitat closed is because when they first opened, they were doing really well. And as you saw in the pictures, all the traffic coming here and everybody wanting to go see the safari and the animal zoos. But later on, the idea started to teeter out. So WarnerBros decided they wanted to expand their idea here and bring amusement park rides here, like Six Flags Great Adventure. And oh, there's an animal up there. I hope that's all right. And they had to bring it to a vote at West Milford Town Hall, and they almost got the votes okay, but it was like only 2 votes that was turned it down. So they closed in October 1976. October was the last year, and that was it. Hi. Some electric wires hanging here. We won't get under those things, but they could be alive yet. So you can see all the trails. I don't know if you can see in the camera all the trails right there. And anyway, so after they were very disappointed that the town voted them down only by a few votes, so they closed in October 1976, and October was the last. And all the workers were all excited that they were going to have a job yet, but they all got laid off, and that was it. So they started to auction off the animals, and a lot of them went to other zoos throughout the world. And there were some some animals supposedly was rumors. These are all rumors that a lot of them were killed off, and the reasons for that is because they had a tropical disease that could spread to other zoo animals, an African disease. So they didn't want that to get to other animals, so they actually killed them and buried them up here. Other rumors were that they just abandoned the animals and let them fend for themselves up here. So no one really knows the truth. Some people said there were some locals that came up here at night and did a shooting, hunting to kill the animals that were left up here. Others said they just let them loose, and some of the locals said they found wild zoo animals in their backyard. So they're all rumors. No one knows. There's this very steep hill we're going up right now. So if you're going to come here, be ready to see some hill climbing. Ooh, that's steep hill. And if you came up here in a bus, this is the bus parking area right here. Right there. For all the buses to park. And this place got crowded. Enormous parking area up here, up on top of the mountain. Okay, so we're about to enter into the haunted jungle habitat area in West Milford, New Jersey, where they say you could still hear the animals roaming the area. The ghosts of the animals, and you can still spot them if you look hard enough. They're in here. Creepy as it may sound. There are also legends about here, superstitious legends. People got lost and other things happened to them. Who knows? All kinds of spooky legends there. There's the car tour, the drive right there. Look at the enormous parking lot here. Gigantic parking lot. All the cars used to park here. There was a parking lot so big that they had a bus to take people to the area where they wanted to go. So the main attraction, of course, was the car safari, but you can also had a whole visiting zoo area, And we're gonna go look at that right now. That's the reason why we came here, everybody. And they had an outhouse out here. I can't believe that. I guess it's for the bicycle riders. So that's the car tour right there. We're not going to take that. We're going to go into the entrance of the zoo, which is what I want to see today. And I'll show you right now when we get there. Should be another minute's walk. Hopefully we can get in there when it's open. There it is. Okay. Here we are. I don't see any footprints going in there. There is the entrance, the big entrance, right here. There it is. Jungle Habitat Zoo. Okay, so let's go in. Here we go, everybody. Oh, we're entering into the Jungle Habitat Zoo area. Oh, there's some animal prints here. Could be one of the animals that are still living here yet. We gotta go through these tunnels here. Look at that. This was so busy here. They had in and out. You had to walk through this tunnel into the zoo. The railings are here yet. And then you get in here and there's a ticket booth. Check for your tickets. So look at that. And right away here we find an old zoo sleigh here. That's what's left of it. We'll try to find everything here today. Okay, we are in the Jungle Habitat Zoo area. And this had a sign here, as you can see right there. Okay, we're in. They say if you're quiet enough, you can still hear the animals roaring in here and making sounds. Here is the information booth, the ticket booth. It's a lot worse shape than I've seen it last time I was here. And here it is. Hello, one ticket please. You want to take the tour? Thank you. Okay. And we're off, everybody. So if you came in here, you would be walking this path to see the whole zoo here. And this was the main attraction. They had elephant rides, lions, tigers. Oh, there's just so much here. And now look at it, all gone. Nothing, hardly anything can be noticed here. There's the bamboo. They made a tropical look here. I was told some locals dug up the bamboo, put it in their yard, and they were sorry they ever did it. This was also the bathroom area, according to the map. Okay, so let's go. Listen to that. You can hear the animals in here. Echoes throughout the whole area of animals that are still roaming, ghosts still roaming this area. You can let your imagination go wild here. Okay, so there was a garden area here. Look at that. See that? I'll walk around. It was such a beautiful place here at one time. Look at that. The thousands and thousands of dollars that WarnerBros spent to build this place on this mountain. And it's all gone. Buildings are gone. Everything is gone. Look at that. Are we the only one here? You never know. Another exhibit was right there. It looks like a pond or something there. Now this whole area is used by mountain bike riders. They run the trails here. It's a cold January day. I hope it don't snow on out here. The sun is in now. I was hoping to be out today, but it's not. So it's a chance of taking January. All trails all through here. But there was something here. And something in there. I'll have to get our map out. Have a look. Okay. Look at this, everybody. Here is the train ride. The safari car ride. Look at that. Still, the rails are still here yet. This is a safari car ride, and it was on little rails. Well, I'd love to have those rails for my motor car. And it went around and around this whole thing here. Let's go take the ride. Here we go, everybody. We're gonna ride it. Alright, our ride's over. Our safari car ride ends here. We climb up onto our dock here. And that was a neat ride, wasn't it? Onward in safari ride here. Okay, so let's continue. And after we're finished, I'll show you all the pictures of this whole area back in my brochures here. Okay, let's continue up. See what else we can find here, everybody. That's still around. There's some steps here. Okay. If you come here, you can get lost, so be careful, everybody. Okay, we need to go this way, because otherwise we'll miss some attractions here. Some safari attractions. A lot of these trails and trees are all second growth. This was all open when the place was here. All these young trees here, very young trees. This was another animal attraction here. This is the typical look of the cages they had here. This is what they had in here. Could have been lions or tigers or smaller animals. We're now in a couple of animal cages here, filled all through here. There's another one here. You entered right here to get some more animals. Cages all through here. Another cage right here. Oh wow, look at that. That goes over a ways, that one there. I have no idea where I'm going either. Oh my goodness. I could be walking forever out here. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, I'm going to turn back because I do believe we're going a little out of our way here. So, yeah, actually heading back down. Okay, let's go this way. We want to stay in the zoo area. That's why you see this big fence here. Okay, let's go this way. I think we're too far out of the area. We gotta get back into the safari area. I think we're way out of the way. Yeah, let's get back in there. You gotta stay into the caged off area while we're getting out of the way here. They do have maps now to all the new trails. It throws you off because it's bike trails now. What we're interested in is the jungle habitat trails yet. Oh, the zoo. You see this big fence here? This is where we gotta stay in here to see the attractions of the zoo. Because otherwise you leave it and you end up going doing a safari car tour. So we'll go this way. Yep, we're in the right area now. I remember this part. Okay, here we are. Look at this, a part of an old gate here yet. Spring action gate. This fence looks new. Looks like it's been replaced at one time. From the other colored fences here. Alright, we're back on the trail again. Okay, there's another attraction coming up right here, everybody. Possibly porpoises used to live here. A water slide. Maybe crocodiles or nothing the poor animals in here sliding in that water slide. I feel sorry for them all that were living here. This could have been the alligators in this area. It's also a wet spot. I don't think there's anything more back here. No, so we'll continue down the other way. We're getting back out of the safari area again. You can always tell you're getting off the trail because the pavement is no longer underneath the feet here. Okay, so let's go. Okay. Oh boy, I don't want to fall here. Most of the smaller animals that like living in water. There's a little house hut there in back of it. Now, the roamers have it that they did not take care of their animals, and a lot of them got sick and died. But I read more about it, and it basically wasn't true. But they did have a big, huge problem on keeping the animals safe during the winter. The animals got frostbite and other problems. Yeah, they had a lot of problems. I think monkeys used to be on this hill here. Monkey Hill here. This is where the monkeys used to be in all through here. So they'd be walking all through here. We'll go back down. I no need to go up that hill. There was a couple famous lions, and actually one of them made it on, I think, the Ed Sullivan show. Yeah, imagine. Alright, so once again, if you come here and you want to tour this area, the best thing to do is stay on the old pavement here, and that will pretty much keep you going in the right directions. There's the safari car ride right over there. We just rode it. Yeah, that's pretty sure that was where the monkeys were, and the other wild animals that roam this area up there on the side of the mountain there. Alright, we're going to descend down. We want to get to the showcase area where they did a daily shows. See if I can find him. It's up there somewhere. So I hope you're enjoying this video today, everybody. On an exploring tour of jungle habitat, WarnerBros jungle habitat in West Milford, New Jersey. Glad you were with me today, joining me. And this is what I do. Look at this amazing mushrooms here. Look at that, it's like an umbrella. Look at that. Okay, so this supposedly goes to the whole exhibit display where they showed off all the animals. Well, they sure made these people do a lot of walking when they came here. Yep, here it is. And that platform right there is where they had the building, and they brought their animals and put them on display. It did shows with them, dancing lions and tigers and everything. And the bleachers, I'll show you the bleachers right up there. Okay. This actually runs when it's not dry. This little fountain here. And this is where they did the shows. Where they came up with the animals and did shows. This was a building right here, and they put the animals on shows. It did the jungle habitat animated things here, and right here you're looking at the bleachers where people would sit. Very primitive way of doing it, but they had, you'd sit here. And this is where you sat to watch the show. On these old railroad ties, I guess. I guess they had bleachers in here too, but yeah, you would sit here and watch your show. They would put an exhibit here. All in here. Something, huh? And everybody be watching as they would put the show on right in here and exhibit dancing Bugs Bunny and Porky Pig and all that. And tigers and lions and yeah. And over here is another type of fencing exhibit here. Must have been an animal exhibit right in here. The whole time you heard roaring of lions in here. The locals said they could hear them nearby. They're in houses. There's a lot of walking here if you came here when you saw this whole jungle habitat years ago. Must have been some type of bridge here, because it's like a ramp here, some type. Don't know. I don't know. So much abandoned cages in here. That was all through here. There's another one here, everybody. See if I can get in there. I don't know what this was. Look at this. Wow. Look at that. Whole cage all through here. Something, isn't it? I wonder what was there. What animals were in here. See how we can get out of here. There's not a way in here. There's not a way out. Okay. Alright. Trying to find everything I can here while I'm here. Well, look at that. Whoever it was, it had electric wires going to it. Don't know. Okay. I gotta get myself out of here. Let's see. Yeah. This looks like another cage here. They had petting zoos in here too, everybody. From what I read. So this could have been the local petting zoo area. Yeah. Okay. Let's see a trail. Let's see if I can get out there. See that trail. Oh yeah. Oh, not much of a trail. This is how you can get hurt. Okay. Yeah, there was something here. Look at all the electric. Let's see. Look at that. Something very lit up. Okay. So something big right here that needed electric. Could have been another house or bathroom. All kinds of electric hookups all through here. All through there. Still going on here. So there was something here. You know there's something here because they always built their gate entrances like that. Okay, so let's go down this way. We're just here, but we're gonna go take the trail down. Whoa, some big footprints are here. I wonder if that was Bigfoot that walked here. Look at that. Wow. Oh, wow. What? Yeah, rumors have Bigfoot lives in here too. Oh, wait a minute. That's my prints. That's my footprints. Okay, let's go. Stay on the pavement, everybody. All right, nice seeing the whole safari exhibit there. Let's go on. Well, they sure made these people walk these hills here. But they had crowds of people coming here. In the day. So if my memory is correct here, we're going to stop by the lion cage down here. It's still there yet. If we find it, I'll be lucky. I think it's down this trail here. Wow, forsythia bushes here. I like forsythia bushes. Something here was right here. See the poles? And I don't know if you can see it. I'm trying to point it out. There's a great big electric pole in here. I can't see it in the camera. Yeah. I hope I'm on the right trail. Let's go. Continue. Yep, I'm on the right trail because here we come to the bird or lion cage. Let's let that. So this here, it used to have, I guess, some type of walk bridge here. It's gone because they don't enter the pavement. They just don't let it in here like that. We're walking down, and look at that. So whatever lived in this cage was completely fenced off from the top all the way around. Look at that. All the way to the top there. Yeah, they had animals that lived there. Somebody had entered it. Look at that little pond in here. I kind of feel sorry now seeing this, where, you know, the animals that lived here. Like I said, they did take good care of them, but, you know, hey, look at this whole area here. That's the whole cage here. And another one over here. Very hard to get at. But that was another animal cage right there, everybody. You gotta watch your step when you walk through here. Alright. Oh, it's a big cage there. Look at that. Okay. And then whatever used to be here, they come back onto the pavement again, so I have a feeling some type of footbridge that used to be here. Alright. Okay. And let's see here. Okay, where should we go? All the nooks and crannies here. I know there was a few bathrooms they had all through here. You know, so it was all in here. That's the entrance over there where we came in. They had grass shack roofs and all through here. And if you look closely, you can still find them. But we're in the middle of the winter here, and the leaves are all on the ground. However, this is the best time to come here, when the leaves are not on the trees. Because if you come here later on when the leaves are on the trees, you're not going to see much of anything. Okay, here's another exhibit here. So this is an interesting place right here. This is where they did the rides. That you go in here and you'd ride elephants in this area right here. So this was the attraction here. They would take you around and let you ride the animals on. So let's go ride one of the elephants, everybody. Come on. So they enter here, and you step up on right in there. You get on them. So we're in the ride area. And you go ride around the circle here on an elephant. Of course, as you can see, it's all grown in, and I can't walk too much in here. Okay. That was one of the big attractions here. You can see. Must have been another exhibit in there, I guess. Electric wires here yet. Look at that, all the electric used to come in here. So that must have went to some of the buildings that used to be in here. So the buildings stayed here right through the 1980s, even into the 1990s. And squatters and hobos and such started living here during the winter. Okay, so we leaving? I'll make sure there's something here. Yeah, we're leaving the safari area. Okay, so we want to stay out here. And it's got to be a pretty grungy place. A lot of people are doing drug stuff back here, and a scary place to even come here alone. You never know, you'd be jumped on and even killed by somebody. Very, very little patrol here. No one ever came here. And then in about the beginning of the 2000s, they volunteers and a group of came in here, started dismantling the buildings, and You no longer will see any of the buildings that are in here, and they made it a more safer place to come to. Although it still had that feeling that you're being watched here, though. By something, there's somebody, or the ghost of the animals. This could have been the merry-go-round. They had a merry-go-round here. I believe this was the merry-go-round. That was a real nice place to come to see. So that was I think that was right next to there. Okay, so we're gonna leave the merry-go-round and head out to the other areas here. So we're about covered to most of this, what's left here. You can see something was there. All things are very hard to find now. You gotta take your time and look around. And you could probably find a map online yet of this area. I do know this was one of the bathrooms here. What's left of it. It was right here. Refreshment stand, everything like that. It was pretty big here. Yeah. All in here. And now we're on the other side where we had entered. Here's the bamboo. Some people came in here and took the bamboo, and it's neat to have bamboo, but it sure takes over. So one thing I would not want. Okay, so we are, see, we can, one other thing I need to do yet. I want to see the porpoise exhibit. It's just one more place yet I want to visit. I don't want to leave until I find that. There's somehow bamboo is tropical, but it lives in this cold climate and it stays green like that. Really something. So the porpoise exhibit is up in this hill somewhere. I can find it, I hope. I think you make a right here. Puppy exhibit. This way. This way. Oh, not this way. We gotta go this way. Oh, wow. Look at that. Oh, I would love to get that boxwood. Oh, man. Look at that. A boxwood here yet. I just love boxwoods. Okay. Okay, the porpoise exhibit was back here, according to the map. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah. It must be back here somewhere. Okay. Yeah, I think it's back here. Boy, it's getting dark. It's gonna snow again. Okay. Yeah, I think I see it. I think I see the porpoise exhibit. Okay. Yeah, that's it. We'll go look. So if you were not tired by then walking all these steep hills and everything, you would come see the porpoise exhibit, which was right here. What's left of it. Yep, this is it. It was right in here. It's all filled in now. It's all debris from the buildings they pulled up. But this was it right here, where the porpoises lived. A jungle habitat. Wow, nothing left to it now, is there? Let's look at the water pipes in there and everything. Huh. There's a little pond right here. Nothing left to it now. And that basically is our tour of the walking safari tour. If you came to Jungle Habitat, this is what you wanted to see. This is one of the main fun attractions here for adult and children. And you didn't want to pass it up. It was you really wanted to come see this. But a lot of people, they would take the car tour, which is really neat to see. Because some of them couldn't walk all these trails back here. You really have to look hard for all the exhibits that were in here at one time. All the little things showing up, like you see here, all through here, all hidden in the leaves now. There's some things that you can notice, some things you really have to find, really look for. Okay, so we're gonna head out now. So we entered that area. Let's go past the bamboo here and we'll make our way out. Say goodbye to the ticket booth person and go on farm the whole way again. And we toured the amazing jungle habitat. Look at the animal prints here. It's like fox or bobcat. One thing about hiking during the winter and the snow's in the ground, you can see animal prints, what kind of animals are around here. There's actually, you can buy books so you can identify these animal prints. Great time of the year to do that. Okay. Oh, look at this. They got plug outlet here. Right there. So there's some type of electric. We're following an animal prints going out of here. Alright, ticket booth. Thank you for letting us come in today. It was nice to tour this place. What's left of the ticket booth or information booth, whoever it was. And we entered that side. We're leaving this side now. And we're leaving the great jungle habitat safari area. in West Milford, New Jersey. WarnerBros. And you can see that road up there, that was the safari tour you did by car. I wanted to see this today. And we are leaving now, walking through the other side of the tunnel of jungle habitat. So while you were going in here, people will be driving above you on the safari tour. Just to give you a little idea how big this place was and how many people they expected. Just look at Autumn Lights Festival. Wonder what went on there. The enormous parking lot here was so big they actually had to have buses that took the people to the places that you can go take that tour that we just did. I just want to show everybody how enormous this was. There's all lines here yet where they parked. What they expected, how much people they expected, and this place filled up. It did fill up in the heyday. All this lot here, all people came here and they actually had picnics in the back of their car. Just spent the whole day here in the parking lot under the shade trees when they came here. I just want to show everybody, look, the animal prints, we're still following them yet. I just want to give you an idea of the enormous place this was and all the parking they had here. It's just mind-boggling what it was here. Look at this parking lot. Oh my goodness. On top of the mountain here. Oh, look at this. It's just unbelievable. Isn't this unbelievable? Oh, it just goes forever here, the parking lots. And they filled up. Hot day. Oh, here. There's some people with dogs there. Parked here, and there's shade trees right there. You're lucky to get a parking spot under the shade trees. You're lucky. It just gives you an idea of what they had in mind here. Okay, we are on top of the mountain here at West Milford. Jungle habitat. Now these white lines here, these are newer lines. I'm guessing anyway, because I see a lot of old yellow lines in here, yellow painted lines. It could be original. I don't know. There's some yellow lines there, pointed their way out of here or into the safari car area. These are all bicycle trails now. You have a mountain bike. I hear it's an amazing place to come to. You see the yellow line here, the old yellow lines. That's the original paint lines. So you right there, double yellow line there. Enormous parking lot. what used to be here. It's just mind-boggling. What they had in mind, all abandoned. They just walked away. They still owned the property for a while. Then it went through a few ideas, like I mentioned, going way up here, to finally it became a park, state park. Part of the Lone Pond Ironworks Park. So again, this is just something. Jungle Habitat, WarnerBros owned it. Man, let's have to change the battery in my camera. Let's continue. So I'm on the way out now. Maybe one day I'll come up here with my bicycle. I get enough nerve and do the safari tour by bicycle. I don't know. I'll see. That right there is the car tour. I do know a few people that did go to take this safari tour, and they did like it. So we're heading out, we're heading back down. This is a whole parking lot for the buses here. I really don't know how or why WarnerBros bought this whole top of the mountain here and put a safari thing here. It was a few thousand acres here, whatever it was. Why they chose to be here with tropical animals. A lot of questions came up about that. And no answers, of course, because everybody just guesses. But yeah, it's just something. I think I'll walk this way. Let's gravel to walk on. They had a lot of ideas when they came here. They were only in business 5, maybe 6 years. That's it. The millions of dollars they spent here to make this place. And it just gave up on it because they were voted away. They couldn't stay in business with just the safari. They want to expand. There's an airplane taking off right there. It's a busy airport. So they left. They left it. There's the hill. People were waiting in lines all the way out on Ringwood, Greenwood Lake Turnpike. That's how far the lines were to get here. That's one of the biggest reasons why West Milford voted them to no, because they couldn't deal with the people in traffic here. They didn't expect that when they built this place, I guess. I don't know why they didn't, but I kind of think it was a shame that they did vote him out. You never know what this place could have been. But maybe it was best they did, because it just seems like a place that shouldn't have never been here. Because it's such a rural area here in northern New Jersey. And to bring the traffic from all over here, so just couldn't handle it. Now these wires are hanging here. I don't know if they're alive yet. Possibly not, but you don't want to know, so I'm going way around it. So this is a historical video tour here today, and I'm showing everybody. Did this today because this is about the warmest day so far. I see a lot of cold, snowy weather coming up, and you don't want to do this when it's snow on the ground. It's about 35 degrees Fahrenheit today. It's not bad. No wind blowing for a change. All that down there was the animals, the safari area. Going up and down those hills sure gives you a good adrenaline workout, which is good for you. You have to be in shape to do it. You could take a bicycle, but it'd be a little hazard. But this is what this place is here today. Now it's bike trails all through there. I don't even know the Safari Road is passable anymore. It goes all through the whole side of the mountain here, up and down. I guess if I did that Safari Road, I would take a bicycle on it. Electric bicycle, that would be the way to do it. They had all these wooden blinds on the gate, and it's still there. Imagine this place was here since the 1970s. Bothering this place at one time. 1970s, a long time ago now. Another snap pole there. Oh, everybody, I see my car up ahead. The place is busy. All the people pulling in here. Not like it used to be. I remember this place was like no one ever came here. Alright, so hope you enjoyed this video tour here today. show the brochures one more time, but get a chance to do that. Right now, we very appreciate it if you like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and let me know how you enjoyed this, and stop by again. Okay, so here's where we entered. That's how busy it was. And the two tunnels there, so you can see all the people going in there. This is the cars on Green Lake Turnpike, West Milford. Line up the cars coming in here. There's a brochure. Go on a safari for a day. Jungle Habitat, WarnerBros. That's the parking lot. And as I mentioned, giraffe, elephants, and we did that's the car tour there. We were in here. There's this grass shacks. Some of the animals. These are the brochures, books you can get if you came here. To get a rhino to say cheese. Bus tours. School buses used to come here full of kids. Zebras and giraffes. Oh man, look at this. Look at that. They said the heat was very hot and humid during the summer, and winters were very cold in winter. They had dancing bears. Here's the map. Bugs Bunny show, remember I showed that? Nursery for animals, animal theater. Yeah, a shooting gallery here. Huh. Porpoise show, remember I said that right there? That's where we were. There's the merry-go-round, remember I showed you that? There is the exhibit tour up in the mountain, I showed you that. And the safari ride, the car ride. This is everything they did there, up there in the exhibit. They had a on the veterinarian hospital here. So many animals you could see. Let's look at this one. There's the map again. Look at that. Foxes, you know, they're still in there. And that's it, everybody. Hope you enjoyed this tour of Jungle Habitat, WarnerBros. Thank you for stopping by, and like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. And have any comments, let me know. See if I can answer it. And stop by again. Bye, everybody.